Hey there, people of the grid. We are pretty much already at home. We had a nice sleep in Edmonton. We had a snowstorm between Edmonton and Red Deer, so there was a lot of slush and snow on the road. We charged up a tiny bit in Red Deer, and now we're going to grab a bite to eat here at Crossiron Mills. Tammy and the kids are playing video games. How you doing there on your video game, champ?
The kids are ahead of me already.
Are they?
Oh man, yeah. We saw a red Model 3 charging in Red Deer with chrome delete on the handles.
That's
really
right.
Nice.
Yeah, blacked out handles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll catch up with you probably when we're at home, I think, just because...
There's nothing exciting at the mall.
No, but it's a beautiful day here.
It is.
This side of Red Deer, blue skies, sun is out,
9
it's
degrees
warmer.
Celsius, which is like camping weather.
It is, yeah.
Not camping and going to the lake weather, but camping
Oh, yeah, we could camp in
quadding
this.
weather, for sure.
We could camp in this, no problem.
Let's do it.
Well, we made it into the mall. Car's pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting for the kids to finish eating, and then we're out of here. It's crazy. They still do, well, now instead of just Boxing Day sales, it's Boxing Week, so the entire week after Christmas is nuts. And being a Saturday, it's extra nuts. We barely got a table here in the food court. There's a lot of people here. So we're gonna eat. We're just gonna take off after that, and we have to finish Survivor. We haven't seen the last few episodes of that, so we're going to do that. And then we'll probably watch Ocean's 12, I think. We watched 8 and 11 with the kids. 12 is next. So that's what we're doing tonight. Just taking it easy.
Look at all my luckies.
Hey there, people of the grid. We're going to do a really quick Ethan and Micah Switch show. But before we jump into it, we made it home just fine. We pit stopped at Crossiron Mills while the car charged. We had a really good supper, I guess, or late lunch.
It was like a
late lunch.
Slupper.
It was awesome. So we did that. We came home. Amelia went to check out a babysitting job that she might be taking on. So she was out there just meeting the kids, and Tammy went with her. While we waited here in the freezing cold, because I think our furnace is having issues again. See, what happened when I was away is on the controller board, there's capacitors that help kick up or ramp up the spinning of the fan or the motor. And so that was needing replaced. So we got that replaced, and the guy said, you might be on the last year for the motor, and Tammy had left it hoping that we would get another year out of it. Well, we didn't. I think we got barely a month, and it's on the fritz now, so we're using our fireplace to keep warm. Yeah. So we're doing a Switch show, and I guess we have to start with Melissa because...
Okay, so I got Let's Go Pikachu for Christmas with the Poké Ball
from
Plus.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, and then Ethan's like, oh, can I use it? And now he's further than me in the game, and I'm like the person that's the least furthest.
What?
Ethan stole my game.
You
loaned it to him. Before we get to Ethan, let's check in with Samantha. Sammy. So Sammy also got, I got Eevee. Let's Go Eevee, the Pokemon game for her Switch. What do you think of it before we go over to Ethan?
I really like it.
You really like it?
Yeah.
Samantha, see, I had it. I had gotten it even before Christmas, but I hadn't had time to get into it. And it was on my list. I was going to do it. And then Samantha caught one of the most elusive Pokemon out there. Meltan.
Because of the game.
Because of the game. And what you can do is you can transfer it from your Switch to your phone. So if you play on the phone and you have it on the Switch, any of the Pokemons are transferable. She's now got the super elusive one on her phone, which I don't even have yet. And I've been playing it for way longer than you. So that caused me to start playing Pokemon. Let's Go Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I've only got, well, I think just today I played 6 hours straight. At most, maybe 5. I love it. It's a very cool game. Now, I've never played it, and the reviews I've seen were basically saying if you've played it on the Game Boy, was it out on the Game Boy? Mm-hmm. If you've played it on the DS, it's a little bit more of the same. The graphics are cleaned up, and the way you hunt the Pikachus or find them, that's being changed. You can actually see where they are and go, look in the forest for them.
There's no fighting them before you catch them.
So that's been made way better, I think.
Well, you never played the originals.
No, I never played the originals, but I'm loving this one. Now, did you play the originals?
I played some of them. I played X and Y, and I played the Sun and Moon.
And so what was that on the DS or on the Game Boy?
3DS. I had never played on the Game Boy.
Game Boy Advance? So on the 3DS, what did you think of those?
I'd say they were pretty good. I liked them both, but I think that the catching mechanism in the new game is a lot better. It's not as... I like it better because it's not as slow, in my opinion. And it's like you don't have to go battle every single Pokemon that comes on your path. Plus, you can avoid them if you want.
You can avoid them, which I like, yeah. So if you're low on Pokeballs or you just don't have the time, you're trying to get from, one place to another, you can just ignore them for the most part. But there's the fights with the other trainers that you can't avoid. Like once you cross the trainer's path, which they've always seen me. They always see me. Yeah, no, you level up. So thoughts on the game so far? You're what, about halfway through?
I don't know if I'm halfway through. Yeah, I'm about halfway through if you count it through the gym badges because I have 3 out of 6. So.
I thought it was 8. Isn't it 8?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's 8. You're not halfway through.
Okay, well, I'm pretty close to halfway.
Thoughts so far? You like it?
I like it. 10 out of 10 so far.
Are you going to give it back to Melissa before you finish it?
One day. If she wants it back, I'll give it back to her. I can find something else.
Are you going to have to get the game for yourself?
Maybe. I might just keep on borrowing yours and Melissa's.
The added benefit, the one added benefit is for the games that we all got. So Tammy's got one, I've got one. Melissa and Samantha have one, is we got the physical Pokeball, which, if you're into video games, it's just kind of cool. But B, it's also very useful because you can play it with Let's Go.
Into the iPhone game.
Well, if you're into the iPhone game, you can use it with the iPhone. But I was going to say you can also use it with the Nintendo Switch. So you can use it to catch Pokemon on the Switch.
It's basically another Joy-Con.
It's another controller. You got a little joystick on there, and you've got a button on top. So,
very simple.
I just turned it on. Controller, button on top. When you're using it with Pokemon Go on the phone, it'll actually spin gyms, which means it'll pick up little assets that you need, like Pokeballs, the virtual ones in the game, and the potions and the stuff. And you can also use it to catch Pokemon with. So as you're going past gym or past areas where there are Pokemons, this, Kentucky Fried Chicken is fighting back. This will catch Pokemon for you. You press the button and it catches them. My favorite thing though is for restocking the phone with Pokeballs. You just leave this in your pocket, and as you walk through, which is great because as I'm walking on my way to meetings or as I'm in a hotel, this thing is doing its job for me, stocking me up. So it just saves me time, and I can do other things.
It's also good if you're a closet Pokemon goer.
It's also good if you're a closet Pokemon goer like Tammy, because she keeps it in her pocket so no one can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of our preliminary review of the game. I'm just getting into it day 1. You've been playing it
since yesterday, but I've played it for a few
hours. Oh, really?
Hours.
Yeah, Ethan was up till 3 in the morning?
Maybe a few days ago. It was 2 days ago.
It's Christmas break, so we've had some pretty late nights, which has been awesome, right? This is what we do. We relax, we play board games, we play video games when we're not playing board games.
It's all good times.
And then we try and catch up on sleep somewhere in there.
Yeah, we saved that for after the break.
Sleep is for the weak.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for the Miker and Ethan Switch Show. Catch you next time, people of the grid.